Board. Okay, so this is unit 3, and it is integers. And today is the 8th of December. All right, so integers, even though you may not be too sure what integers are, that's fine if you're not. You will have used integers before, whether you realize or not. So you're all aware of things that are opposite, I would imagine, yes? What is the opposite of up?
Down.
What is the opposite of weak? What is the opposite of add? Add, subtract. What is the opposite of... Here's one for you. Let's say... Negative.
Positive.
What is the opposite? You don't worry about writing this bit, it's okay. You can if you want. What's the opposite of artificial?
Natural.
Yeah, natural, okay? Something is art. What do we mean when something is artificial? It's not natural.
Not natural.
Yeah, it's kind of, I suppose, fake. It's man-made, okay? Whereas something that's natural is something that is... Yeah, it comes from the earth, okay? That's a good way to describe it. What's the opposite of over?
Under.
What is the opposite of... It? Negative 8. Okay. What's the opposite of negative 5? Positive 5. Okay, right. So everything's got an opposite, okay? And in numbers, so we write this bit, okay? In numbers, the opposite, I can't spell opposite, opposite of a positive number is a negative number. So for example, the opposite of 5 is opposite of 5 is Destiny? Negative 5, right. Yes. And we're going to say the set of integers. So integers are the set of numbers is the set of all positive and negative say whole numbers. So the group, okay, set is a fancy word in maths for like the group of. Yeah. And integers also including, if a number is not negative or positive, what is it? 0. Okay, integers.
Oh, I see.
Can be represented on a... How can we represent integers? What do we use? a number line. Okay, and I'll show you an example of that. So let's imagine we've got our number line. And a nice straight line. And then we're going to have what in the middle? 0. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. Keeps going on forever. -1, -2, -3.
No,
So we can see we have got on the right hand side of 0, these are our positive numbers. And on the left hand side of the 0, let's use a different color, we have got our negative numbers. And our number line is really important, okay? You maybe think it's quite childish to use something like a number line to represent positive and negative numbers, but you actually use number lines a lot, even in higher level mathematics at IB. So the 17-year-olds who are in DP at the minute, they are using number lines. Granted, they're a little bit more complicated, but it's the same principle, okay? So it's good to get used to them. All right, now, so is the number Destiny 6 an integer? Yes, yes it is, okay, because it's a positive whole number. Elise, is the number 1/2 an integer? No, why not? Because it's not a whole number. Is the number -2/3, Jonah, an integer? No, because it's not a whole number. Is Connor, forgot your name for a second, is the number 0.5 an integer? No, because it's not a whole number, right? Masaki, is 3,040,000 an integer? 3,040,000. Yes, because it's a whole number, right? Yes, Samantha. Okay. Integers are whole numbers, but they can be positive or negative. 0 is a whole number, and it is an integer. Yep. So, Samantha, is 1/6 an integer? Just 1/6, 1/6. Now, 1/6 is a, what type of number is 1/6? That's a fraction, isn't it? Yeah.
If it was 6.
So a fraction. Yeah, well, that's a good point. If we put 1 divided by 6 into our calculator, what do we get? No, we don't get 6. We don't get 0.6 either. 1 divided by 6. We get 0.1666. And it's recurring, okay? So is this a whole number? Okay, on the calculator it will round it, okay? But is this a whole number? It's not a whole number, okay? So 1/6 is not a whole number. Now, maybe what you were thinking was, what about 6/1? That is a whole number, because what's 6 divided by 1? It's just 6, okay? Alright, so just keeping all that in mind, listening, what I would like you to do for the next 15 minutes, if we get a book and we turn to page 95, let's have a go at practice 1. And for those people who are working at home, if you go to Teams, if you go to Maths, M2 RCU Math 2021, General, and Files, this is where you can find the textbook if you don't have a textbook at home. Okay, so we are looking at page 95, practice 1. For those working at home, if you've got any issues, you can send me an email, you can post it on Teams, and hopefully you get on okay.